I'm Chris from the Silver Symbol channel, and in this video I'm going to share a disaster that hit us around 3 weeks ago here in New Hampshire. In my whole life I've been through hurricane storms, but I have never experienced what happened to us. In an hour and a half we got 6 inches of rain. Today this is a pretty nice looking place. It's just a dirt road, sunny, everything seems great. You don't always get a lot of advanced warning. That day, it was pretty warm out, the sun was shining. Around 4 o'clock, we got an alert on our phone saying that there could be a heavy thunderstorm. And on my security camera with these times, you can see how quickly this storm escalated. I am standing in the very spot that was inundated with rain last month. If you want to know what 6 inches of rain looks like in just about an hour, take a look. During this issue, we lost our power. We even lost access to our road. In New Hampshire, we have lots of paved roads, but we also have many dirt roads. Now, in the Northeast especially, gravel driveways are not that common. Now, you might have gravel, but it's not gravel alone up here like it might be in the South. Up here, between the gravel are small pieces of material, dirt, bits of whatever, and those act as a binder. Now, around here, we call those things fines. Those fines are what really keeps your road together, and that also allows you to snow blow it or plow it during the winter. This was as far off as could be. There was no prediction of rain. In fact, if we look at my security cameras here, the day was great. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun was still out, but within a half an hour, it changed completely. Ironically, just a week earlier, I installed a brand new weather station over on the other side of my yard. The benefit here was I was getting live data of the rainfall. I'm sitting in the house, wasn't happy, but I knew the rain was coming down, and for the most part, we were safe inside. But one of my daughters was at her job, and I just figured when we picked her up, it would be a pretty rainy ride. But that just wasn't the case, and unfortunately, my daughter couldn't even get home. Now, if I had to, and it was a total emergency, I can cut through the woods. There is about 10 acres of woods between us and another road, but the issue was bringing her back, and it wasn't going to be super easy for her to go through that mess, and she had a place she could stay at a friend's house. So by far, out of everything that was going on, the only thing that was easy and rock solid was the battery setup. 2 minutes, I had my electricity on, and unfortunately for me, I was outside spending the whole night moving fill around. We weren't running heat, but we were running our air conditioning, and that was still working fine. Even manually, I can switch this over in about 1 minute. I throw my main breaker, my interlock. I have a secondary switch that I put in. I can go between this outlet and the outside outlet that I have as well. This setup allows me to run a battery inside my house using this Ecoflow. And if we look inside, this is nothing but a 3-way switch. All the legs are getting switched over to either this outlet or the outlet outside. This is another critical step. Now, Ecoflow has a really great built-in panel, so if you don't want to mess with doing anything and you want it to be automatic, that can happen. You can be all battery. If you have solar, you can often avoid gas altogether. I'm still a little bit dated here in the sense that I'm working on my solar installation that I will tie into this, but at the moment, these batteries give me about 2 days of power, so I don't have to mess with gas at all unless I absolutely have to for a longer term crisis. And I still own the very Predator that I did the review on maybe 2 years ago, but I haven't been using this thing almost at all. But the dirty secret people don't talk about is the fuel. Think about my situation here. I was cut off from the outside. There wasn't going to be getting any more gas. The only gas I had was what I had on site. Now, fortunately for me, I have planned ahead and I keep a lot of gas, but this is not for the faint of heart. When you look at my shed here, this isn't just like liquid gold because it's going to be liquid crud in a year. Gas goes bad. If you don't rotate this stuff, I've even made a video about that. Again, it's not for everyone. So the battery technology for your average person is way simpler. And personally, despite having all this gas stuff, I depend on my Ecoflow as the primary power backup for my house. So the moral of the story is, you want to get yourself prepared for different types of disasters. You can't get yourself ready for a flood. But things are going to happen that are out of your control, except for one, power outages. I've been showing generators and backup systems on my channel for 6 years now, and I've never been wrong. You are going to lose power at some point. Maybe if you're in the city, it doesn't happen much, but eventually it does. And nowadays it's pretty uncomfortable, so I would highly recommend doing something for power backup. The remarkable part is this wall didn't collapse. The water, as you saw in that video, was just pushing these rocks so much, and none of them really moved, though I'm sure some of that dirt got weakened. But now you can see our second culvert. I have thrown small rocks in here just to break up erosion and stuff like that, but when we climb into this hole, there's the little culvert. I think I might need to call the Post 10 guy if you watch him. He's pretty awesome, but I don't think he was unclogging this one, not in the middle of the storm, but maybe he could. He's a pretty crafty guy. So the point of this video was to share my own experience. This was a weird one. It was bizarre in the sense that it was a strange weather system that wasn't even predicted, happened on a beautiful day. It impacted my family. Now, fortunately, nothing with health. No one got seriously hurt or anything, but it was super stressful, especially for my daughter that couldn't get home from a job that night. But everybody was safe and healthy, and that is the number one thing. In terms of being prepared, though, you do want to have some level of equipment. I get a lot of comments from people with generators, and I can guarantee those people are not managing their fuel. If you are committed to going the gas generator route because you want to get the cheapest solution, you had better keep up with your fuel and swapping that stuff around so that when you need it, it will in fact work. And I've shown a lot of different things in this video, so if you have questions about some of the systems I've shown you, feel free to leave me a comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the Silver Symbol channel for more videos coming up.